There's a huge twist to Seth Osei. We say make I say or be kuma.
No correct. Any man on cars na twist.
Huge twist.
Huge twist.
Information no according to my men on the ground, so Seth Osei it's either just about to hit Accra or in Accra already. Nti Kotoko for no no mudi nkomo no mo hwe.
What do you away?
Damana de we are on jacket. What do you photo?
Uble de ye. Go to where there. That is to anopa 5:47. And I will place you cause of free Techiman. And on my show some be chen so I'm run about. Because I'm say because Techiman ko na me say ebuaka. Say
unim just Techiman never go.
Me na me dey say
I say ebuaka kwan no.
Me ba ma twen me jo. Ungo Techiman.
Ungo Techiman.
Unfa unko tamaleda. Odu Kotoko e di kwa no.
Makota male. Makowa.
Na go fine.
Masa to na be de. They don't think man na
go. Ma me kasem no. Era issue ni ese to two.
Can you do
to bidim say kintam.
E wa konyo oduru anu a.
To bi say kintam. To it almost say no pay komo twen no. So I'm run about.
Osimako no fast run.
Na issue no nya wiasa. No to
when you want to do things so unprofessionally. This is what happens.
You have to say.
This is one anini.
Minim de mo kana se. Ba me say.
You know the obium say too much question ya na.
Me say. Ebe de na. Wa go ka chu obi say me gina so am run about to chow. Who through it for. We
don't so fit.
Odo sa wo fomo enu amu. You know mo yiro ogun pa say wonye ni de ni ntumu pa.
On fan
so. You have been in this transfer business for a while. Ungo gina baby say me dream play so am run about.
So we supposed to Techiman eba. Koko ama
Hamza Mohammed. They are play example Hamza Mohammed. That's example also Dombo.
Of course.
Kofi Abanga.
Sana tie dia. Uko gina baby ohun no.
Oh, but they are
play your graph phone am kwa afo de. Ye nyina so am run about to join. Anyway, this what copy.
Is that one
on am kwa so concrete. Me dey me so
that. Go you so frabo chiba nje.
I have just been told say Orlando Accra. There's me can you be asan dia baso Accra.
Ah, we ending. You cry enti.
Almost say Okushia has
that's what has me to dey see an opinion say. An opinion nze na no meet na see pet news. Nti agigi bia. Dey kan ho na so an opinion set beba. And set ba no be share no Suame.
Afia coach na Prince Brown dey.
Be share no Suame. Now after that no say na 9 pound ho kra na e bia nkomema na akọ. Ne na madako ja
kana number
bibia ese
the kana number
public way man
there be the ote say ne ka no on the from so wasibu kra
no ma mu bia fana ma
enu ni asem no
koko ayo hoko ne ba
enti that was an open until on episode 2 your some guys be so Accra omo ye more into us to normally an open we exchange info omo ha na so o de haba na o de haba
omo ne ka tell say play na watare sia no
there be no crowd say no say to Morrison the free Kotoko ne ko enti no there I have sources around him enti anopa na me ni omo be kasa because me so tanga and lender so issues bi aba
omo ba Kotoko
there be omo free
no that go to cut
on the house ajat so
bana me pe news no it be fair to massa ye fa no am say I say or bank right am say that time na suma me video
every day. What is all concrete?
Oh no has.
And there's all concrete.
Your more channel ho cause omo nim say wa tere kumas na there be also your more channel has it. So how to
mom go down samra.
Osi o macro junction.
So how to
ebe okuto kan.
Dabi anasa tama. Opa udu eya. Ebo ho ba bia.
So me to the house
ekopie ejoso ba bia na.
Macro junction straight.
No to the house pro house journalist na there. No to omo ben house na there. Omo ben house na there. Anopa na omo so ka say there be omo so omo nim say oba straight to cry. Aba be share.
That information be now.
Yes. And I also have house nim say oba. So later I had to do some calls to find out say yes. Finally omo nyanente. So the Kotoko guys leadership are where say we twem kon but no but so reason for no so aba aha
say enya house no
say bi okoye bi nti yegusu twen no
na obi twen wo Suame na akoye bi won kan ni man so ka
manya
wa akra ka dura ko mitumi nya ka akra do akoye sa de
ebi ka replay kra from ati anya bring
na da do ma panyimfo ti se ko gina Suame na ba nsu a wo bli mu ahomati no mu gina ho
for someone to say or work Accra based on what the gentleman is saying say house of folk I involved no actually say come on starting and I'm starting and when you
was a house for so kwaye
enti
has diaspora ni nko for mom so kwaye
so
I don't man for mo
menyan but has for the house we from there
enti actually say I'm starting
honest ni apia me hia me pese meti mon kasisi ya
omo picture
diaspora for no me
omo picture no
me business am se pese meti omo kan
no say teams me supporters na recruitment
ai
omo wana bo udia no
and you to yan compliment numre for now yan compliment numre because the Kotoko guys still believe that he will come back in the yan compliment numre yeah
mama a story of Hamza Mohammed before joining Kotoko na enkomo a samre ASEM panyimfo bi diye se anajuno mu sim akotamale akoye adwuma ni na ene twa Kotoko panyin bi asom nti omo no free nkran dru kumase no na Kotoko fo no work in Tampo because when a player is dealing with two clubs and a dangerous kakra na ya na players no so ni bakro otia emwa ema also your loyalty is questioned.
Yeah.
The same fan say when supporters na say omo pel no mu pushy even when the coach is having doubts no still omo pushy ya. So whoever is close to the player say on to know so make a definite decision. He shouldn't deal with these two clubs. Eya na kwan bi so emwa wo player no. Players omo yes say bia no eventually you omunya problems kakra.
Yeah.
Say on them just over nti omo ben no omo ntu no for say what can yes achiro bia. Don't say yes again.
Yes.
Ebasa the worst you can do is to tell them so nkofo na ham you. Sika say no omo dey benti bia. Ebi kwa they can even top up for you.
Yeah.
Say ayi captain am yes so na be kai pa don bote.
yeah
Don bote ba kuma.
sabi to yogurt crumb
Na
I will prepare and I made him the
na ye dey don bote.
ordinary Kotoko supporter that time
Yeah, then I got na Fox FM Samren. Na ye interview. Ni don. Oso baba Kotoko. Ah mi mo aka maba. Don wotie me, don wotie me Sam. Ma basa me be born no court training grounds na there's a Don Bote stadium. Don so okofa ne niam won gramba. Na me ke that time o body guard for di na chi nto no mdu VIP ono so. Me ana mbasa me bade no. Wo de mon san. Me kwa ba.
Komu man kofo edi na chi.
Kofo edi na chi na na me ka usa me ka to say this transfer business. Ye nya player akura fun. Say Branimisia so am run about to. How to Techiman saying. Ka humachin no aka mu so no mu ho. Na me blame on because
no na jo 10. And no na jo 10 kra no. And our money ye meeting no. Omo ne kasa man ka so say no obeba.
The entire we hold breath for them.
Yeah.
And ma dream da say there's another party interested.
Okay.
So on say come him say e bia on has bia din komoda ka me ye sure say how much no 9 na kom gina ne punachi wo Techiman.
Time number.
Ba we do mu ko gina. Don Bote so okofa ne niam aba. Okofa ne niam aba no.
asa na so no
Ade achen ya.
no man also Don Bote
Ade achen ya ha so say Don Bote say. Hey. And one. Kofi Abanga, captain.
Kofi Abanga
And the one where you are done.
and I would do you guys hey Ebroko
Abanga. Kofi was one guy. Hey,
what a young press conference now.
Abanga be a set Abanga.
Could you
Press conference.
could you not touch me now? Why the press conference?
Say it was a done. And I do bear no me no nipa da senedi Abanga tena kam. Kumasi here. Sam na ni Kumasi Accra road I just so quiet
ah na nya agro kra
on the tea baby Jose me na do be two ne tea sa mangwa na mkwamu konkan ade chi ye wona no ye wa ha ye program wana
radio for ibi
e man fo
Kotoko wi abanga
oh bi ma me science abanga wonkan ye ho enya call free house for so abanga tea ha una so what
Yes, papa na frɛ.
alaji
I don't make some chire wo mo.
of friends that time na do mine so na abanga wa aduana
ah
alaji ye na so abanga o habono ne be kasa what abanga we abanga na wo
oya press conference
hello Kofi or se bra o we was me wa Accra hey
asem gase na mko to kan
no one e chomunta eti player there so oni ni delay man injo
tata no ho sa
o ye list and I was a Kotoko ni as we are na ye psychological edge over the other enti ebi kura anya sa spend bebre o but when they beat you to it na say to say penny abefa na ko ye de e pa ye jefa enti wo say enkan ho na so obi so nko ye na mafia we de o se okoye wa Accra
obi nsia no ho
say am pass o say Techiman okoyi ne niam
ni phone adum
Kotoko for ai phone adum
Okay.
Na phone beto mu from
Okay.
no.
Mzoto.
please da menya
Mzoto. News ni nyane say has a paint with
Di Maria no.
Di Maria. Entry.
Entry
They also
Kotoko abo mba ko don
they have to also
na entry na hospital
pa na
e ma bro no ya de nim Kotoko ni house
baby a omu jai ya ne say
the boys
omu so muni abria na omu say akwara kwa obi akwa ni interview say ne namfo nya say omposo Kotoko no no am kwa so Kotoko am say hey
so we ma say we ma nye coach ni favorite pa o nti e bi a supporters na be share o ba
in fact on sort of say coach no on trend stance because it looks like say some of the supporters and some of our colleagues in the media no they critique on his retention Kotoko.
they are saying
So I'm saying this, and as far as those who are involved in sort of issues, call Safu Jemfi, call Chairman K5, call Alex Kotoko, and Assistant Regional Chairman. They would say when a coach in the case one person to say, Coach Ogum has never said anything. There be say omuna committee, omuna decide ko.
I disagree with you.
And I'm among the people.
Free meeting, but someone be kind.
Omun can who?
Oh, that's it,
Because it is only Alex. And a come make interview say they will force sort of on the coach. But what can I say?
Just say, I na oji obi no odi nko oji ne di dodo.
Say me kuta one source.
Me ba say ni pa bomb di. Me have spoken to somebody very close, including or not including Omambo, Omaka coach in a position on this place.
But on can't just also somebody
no,
close.
No,
me say I've spoken to them. Some for them.
Me come
but you call one of them.
Me come as them say the okan. Sinam say either one of them or not. What can position? Almost so war about coaching position on this. And
I make them say nipa that create that tension. Because to them, when they first mentioned sort of say, the coach told them he's a good player, but yet since we've not seen him for some time, so you better train us so you're good for Kotoko.
No, Bieka.
That be obviously coach some penal. About some coach some penal.
And then a master meeting about some rum. We can't also go meeting 2 o'clock. And then a meeting about so.
Meeting, meeting, I cover a lot of issues,
including this. Okay,
but
if the coach teach, it's very sad when you sit as a general and say your colleague is creating problem.
And it's a fact.
You are saying the same thing.
It's a fact. It's a fact. I don't see the public create tension. Tension.
If nothing at all has happened, why was the meeting held?
I'm not saying that meeting was a formal meeting to inform the coach.
Say
this one Di Maria said to say if they will be available. And the answer you different from the first assistant coach in the kind.
Inform a coach will be by going meeting. If you want to inform a coach, say player be by senior, you're going meeting.
The other issues I'm discussing.
So that's what I'm saying. That
the other issues I'm discussing.
You may hold your position, But don't say somebody is creating tension because Obi all information.
But my problem is that's what me Obi say. I feel like
me I'm not sit here for anybody to tell me say the media is creating tension. Not when I'm here. Media then we sit here and corroborate that. The meeting was held because there was a problem. Problem no about the meeting.
I know there wasn't any problem. There wasn't any problem.
Why was the meeting held?
And the meeting a lot of issues, including this.
Including what?
To inform the coach. The coach has not been here. Coach Nick Martin. All this year. The first time. If you allow me to make my point, I'm saying to be able to say.
Obi can't allow me.
No, sir. The meeting argue with you.
Mr. May come here. Me say. So I send you a meeting.
And I'm say the first time Obi spoke to the coach on Seth Osei. It wasn't a formal meeting. It was time Kotoko place here you when they made the coach kind of coach on your way to the place here. Right? So when the Kotoko phone
has been discussed here already. That's not the issue.
To make us the coach has never
Obi that two meeting. Haka say coach the
yes, I knew so no here. But you know the American say and you meeting the coach no ba. And you meeting the coach no ba.
Oh man no go meeting. They called my phone here and told me that you have a meeting with the coach.
Yes.
That's why I'm saying that.
And I'm saying
yes, yeah, you may have your source. Others may have theirs.
I'm not saying that, but
Didi Obiabedi. My worry is when you say that any other source apart from Odiano is creating tension. Because there was a meeting. Me dem Didi say. Maybe they mean your catcher on the end no. Somebody who was part of that meeting called and said, "Oh, see a Kusiano." Yanene ko kan ho asem. No me nu. Waba.
Now, I want to first meeting with the coach. That wasn't the first meeting. So you are meeting the coach for the first time. After that, what cast on that coach, you know. So was it the first meeting the coach look as a member? And the second meeting, tell me that.
Yeah, the player.
Obi can tell me.
Yeah, the player come coach. Where will meet you?
Mr. Twana, see meeting, you know.
The fact
coaching about meeting not because of supporters, no.
The meeting means that the coach had reservations. Omu position said these are players who help us. The coach says the lineup now me here for me team. I need
them first. It is true.
I want to see that.
As the same coach, you know, is the coach says our former director now. That means the same coach as our canon as our. So the boy must come and train.
Major say.
The boy must come and train.
Training, training now.
And the coach has never said so. Coach player doesn't make training.
Can't say coach in a say because I don't know what the coach says. That somebody, those who are part of it, tells us that there was a problem they needed to resolve as far as those players are concerned. So don't say anybody is creating tension. Coach is so on cancer, fine. Obianka so aka. But almost so many coaches here so has told some of us say they needed to resolve issues.
I don't say the issue was that coach is almost at the training.
And I'm
saying,
Obia was saying, and we are all brought up to say things in a special way. I see. They went there to resolve issues. There were issues they
Coach Ogum has never on kind of baby that say on Pastor.
Yes, we
and on Pedro Maria on kind.
Almost say then someone who some quarrels.
Okay, I said and me
some resolve no say I did the only players who are coming to train at Kotoko. Players didn't go train here. I would train here for who meeting. I would train
now wouldn't circle that I would train Kotoko. Nobody knows.
Just said there was no meeting.
And now me say if there was no meeting now, me say has the coach said say
South don't tell us any meeting.
I am not you are surprised that wouldn't watch some of the new
me.
Because I know now customer meeting.
But me just said the way that people sit out and say the things you are saying.
Of course, you don't say wrong as you can. Media can't be wrong.
They're wrong now.
Say you can't some and yes I represent a second.
You see this thing.
Why can't we
have your source?
Yes.
Everybody has his source. Don't tell us that apart from your source, somebody is getting confusion. Because no, they're watching. And I'm present here. Didn't I put you say, okay, say, you play and not see. So when you push you to prove it, then you prove it. This transfer things, it keeps changing. But the fact that somebody has not said what you think you should hear doesn't mean he's creating
me must
problem.
say why na me kan.
And nobody is
Me
creating
see
any
coach
problem.
no kan baby ada say. On person to say. Me kan do obi e kan.
That's why we were.
Everything I am now,
The
because
coach
say
catch us
meeting
on
no
time,
coach you
baby.
take post now what kind of no because the truth no was that coach do okrom ha. Send can me am source and am can am from source no
So
boy.
o catch say coach ni.
Aha.
No more catch say coach no wa ha no. Ah mo say catch say some ko solve a problem no. Are you saying we shouldn't believe them?
The
We should rather believe the coach.
meeting so ba so ampa.
Meeting
I
is bad.
spoke to a Kotoko official who told me say coach no any
That's
come
it. Obiara ni Kotoko official bi.
and the
So
and the letter no it turned out to be that coach no was different from
wasted a lot of time on.
no as the truth was
Yeah.
Nancy be do darling here the coach lebete no.
What is the truth?
The truth is that coach can say or person to say.
As you know.
Coach Obum has never. Obi a won say bi am can say coach the kind.
Masa, Jaisa. Yeah,
So to be dey
Jaisa.
the truth must be told. The man say no say.
Na ko jodu ba ko wan ka to so o.
And I'm say adwuma no.
Wan ka to so o keep go sa so.
So to later on the person told me say as per our arrangement at the secretariat they didn't know until someone said na ya call us from Manchia. And I coach the buy.
Why? Let's go. Charlie and Queen.
Kapi, okay, I said day na ye din komo bu eche na me say when me hear story say Awuchi, when me hear story say Awuchi training, there were people who called say Awuchi is not training. Okay, nipa ne friend the source. Kapi day na me cheche mu chiro. Nipa ne friend on the source ni gina say Awuchi bi anye train am say train. Let's call someone at the training grounds. Ye fro bi o coach say oh the boy is here. Afi na nipa ni gina so. To one thing about sources is obia what the limit to kodru. Source be an limit a administrative. Source be limit a operations. Source be limit a cransem. So if you take one source, one who Abeka said you be can in yenokre. Okay. There are formal and informal communication.
Nobody is interested in their coach account. Our interest is that some people has also told us say the issues surrounding them. Yes. They need to go and resolve it. Whether the coach said it or not, that is nobody. I am not interested as a media person to know.
So be specific.
There are issues surrounding their transfer. That is news.
Yes.
That is news.
Okay, the issues surrounding are fine.
The meeting wasn't just for only Seth Osei.
That's it.
Because the players involved were three.
That's it.
Seth, Victor, Asamoah, and Salifu. And I think that when you limit it only Seth Osei, the element of the issue because three players and now you try to say you can solve issues. And obi a known fact that Victor wa training down was Yamanura
me see coach nin kasa on peno masam ya specific me nka different bia me see coach nin kasa on purpose Seth Osei the American no so obi so waka mun kan
over but no owes a duty to prove anything
and yan koi
ko anim obi sorry based on the source no I any there that's what we do. What I take exception is for you to come and tell us in the face say media for creating problem for Kotoko. That I will not accept.
Mr. I'll say it. I will say
ahead and say it. I will never accept that here.
Okay,
who is getting problem for them? Go back to Uncle before we get
had to folk losing Linda and losing Glendo Tanga. Has a man an Imbre transfer. Last season, they did not end on a good note. Their side of the conversation is that they have time. You may transfer around August. So they will fill these spaces. But so it has cheated now teaching. Now check last season players a ball more than Palma Hasa. Baba Salif for Ibrahim Di Maria. He is out of the team. Baba Lenda in Tangidin. Mr. Lenda is on his way out of the club. Baba Otangadin. Otanga a player who prior na adane headache. We are looking at how Rafael and Ponsabit me settle in. No about the defensive midfield role. Ediama had to focus. Also, is on the verge of leaving. Then you talk about Hamza Issa. And you said there are offers around Hamza Issa, and people are like they are trying to convince the boy to leave house. To your house, Titania, oh, Shamranti, a bomb more than Palma Hasa. Says Samiansa will free more. And again, Upo time as Salim Adams special team to he was contributing something to the House of Folk Medford. They say Nepal proper House of Folk midfield 4 based on last season performance. Salim Adams, Lenda Intangi, Glenn Otanga, Salifu Ibrahim. Martin Kakari was doing his best, but he's not up to performance as our 4 where I able to put up. Salim's issue ni and resolving way up to date on started training with Heart to Folk. So I started there, but my best of news on started. Salifu every ho. Umfria brochiri by. Into a tanga ne linda so kwa. There's a House of Folk made on.
What is the point? Because
no, don't say the problem is
you don't get rid of players because of modern more alone, and we've seen that with Kotoko. Players who did well have been asked to go.
Yes.
If you have other issues,
also,
more than performance.
Linda ne Otanga then the more Tom. But what they had to folk fan because we need a best 4. So if we don't last season and Kasan with them no crane
could see players now not ready to stay.
Yeah, Joe too. But
Otanga has have no choice than to serve. Otanga aka 1 month. In fact, a week's crane month.
na Linda.
And Linda no there. Aka be 1 year or so. But we now are pushing to go
out.
So this is where the Heart of Folk headaches fan
headache.
Bebana said, how will House of Folk replace them? Because even with them, no, a kaki 12 in Kahasa relegation. Why didn't be see a 9? That is where Mr. To question neighbor. Because House department in baby a pan was their midfield. Now they be a Hamza is our attack. He's the best forward for Heart of Folk. Has had issues with their defense and goalkeeping. Assad now has, yes, Michael Ewaba, nation's boy, no. But he's still not enough because Libishos ata and Trese obetimine kosa, obema kosa pressure. Into defense ni goalkeeping na ASEM ono. Has in strengthening. In Fifi no so no, and a key pillars ni biko. For a club that was battling relegation. Do you chitani na uti you'll be asking yourself questions, say, this particular period here, how will Heart of Folk replace all these players based on even the Ghana standard? Options available in the Ghana League. Him for na has the barbership. Inti penny for no more enke come home. Say news the barber and says our players when you know kona has sent me. Now so replacement.
I mean the recruitment process are on. I will be asking and Kotoko. Our targets are so on. And I say,
no, to that time on say Yatim Morrison, Yatis set, but we more can say bantam. Because I'm to your position, you are to say Kotoko right back. See, say 4 players, almost 3 players they call it. But people are not complaining because Kote was basically the best one. But I say people were complaining about the left back position until said Sudanese Abdul Hamid Nede. Eba Bontine. Tama Ahila announces something that Kotoko na man for started. Pressure on that position started bar for.
Okay.
People are not talking about Kotoko goalkeeping that much because there's Frederick Kasari as the main goalkeeper. Tomuni so Obi probably is going to add up to the bench. But in House case, midfielders Yam to Omudi, if you lose them, these were the starters. So replacement, people will be expecting for ever starting anxious. Oh, I say Asamoah Boatiabe, say has Lusu Hamza Isa. You can easily say Asamoah a replacement for Hamza. And Amanfo come beba from Kakra. But the midfield is something Watara Mr. Tu so Sheni. To some extent, in as much as we are talking about Kotoko, we are talking about Kotoko. No? To have to focus on that push, you know, because they cannot repeat last season's performance next season. That will ain't paint a good picture. Man has got last season. I come at 10.5 for the year season, you know. Check a time I able league now has that one by 2-1. Oh, bitch him. Now I am seeing a woman so. Now at the pressure pa at the brom. So as soon as possible, so too, they should find ways of getting players to fill that particular position. Now, Chita for the confidence around the team, no. Intimin Peja, na intimin Kosoro. Now, Mr. Tu Yambra a year asante korokon komonum.